Alright, we'll try again, guys. G'day everyone. Welcome back to the ICC Jimbo channel. And in today's video, no, not video, in today's stream, we're doing this test match, which has been really terrible. Completely unenjoyable day today. Considering that I haven't been too invested in this series at all. The West Indies, although they're doing well right now, I don't feel like they're a very good side. I don't feel like they should be in this country right now. Probably the test time I should have most likely ended when we played after Pakistan, really. Really, I think this is an unnecessary series. And it's just proven that Steve Smith should never open. Cameron Green should not be anywhere near the test side. And yeah, really, he hasn't shown up for the second test in a row. So it's time for Cameron. It's time for the selectors to change something. It's time to get Cameron Bancroft into the team, and it's time to get Steve Smith back to number 4. And Cameron Green can just go. He's awful. He is awful. And I'm going to rant about this because it is a serious issue with the select. It's a selector's problem. Steve Smith does not open. Steve Smith has never opened until now. Why? Why do this now? In the twilight of his career, they're only doing this so they can bring in future champion Cameron Green. Plural. Future. Seriously. He's not anywhere near the standard to play in a squad this good. He's not in that standard and shouldn't play Test cricket right now. Plain and simple. Mitchell Marsh plays his role much better than Cameron Green. There is a reason why Cameron Green was not in the original squad. There is a reason. It's because Mitchell Marsh is better. Serious. I've become very disinterested in this test. Yeah, this series hasn't been that exciting at all. I think it's been a pretty disappointing series in total, but I think the Pakistan series was much more enjoyable. And yeah, I haven't seen you on this stream anymore. Yeah, I don't know what Blue Moo's up to, but how's it going, Blue Moo? My mic disconnected, so I had to reconnect it and end the stream and restart. So it didn't matter. Apparently the stream was private. It was really weird. I fixed it though. A lot of issues with my streams lately when it comes to that, but that's okay. I want to see what cricket is life. What is your thought? Like, all right. Not just cricket is life. I want the whole chat to answer this question. Belinda, you've added an R to your username. That's nice. Good to see. How's it going? I want chat to put their opinions here. What do you think of the current Australian XI, and do you think anything should be changed? Personally, yes. Cameron Green out, Cameron Bancroft in, Smith at 4, and then you've got yourself a perfect XI. Steve Smith should not be opening ever again. I think this has been a failed experiment. Who else we got? Cameron Green is just rubbish. I do not get around him. I don't think he'll be ever that good. Ever. I don't care. Like, I seriously don't see him being good. Ever. He hasn't shown... people are like, oh, he's done stuff in the subcontinent. Good on him. Good on him for doing stuff in the subcontinent. But what's he doing in Australia right now? What is his stats in Australia right now, currently? I tend to agree with you on the changes. Yeah, because that's anyone with a cricket mind should be able to do that. Hang on. Sorry about that, my dog. anyone with a cricket mind would tend to agree with that that Cameron Green should be gone. I'm gonna get up his stats right now. I also don't expect too many views on this stream. I just don't. I don't think it will do that well. But that's completely fine. It doesn't bother me. And I'm obviously not very happy with the way that the Wellington Firebirds went today. If you didn't know, we lost off the last ball and are now eliminated from the NZ Super Smash. We choked that last over. It was really disappointing. I've made my thoughts be known on their Instagram. Yeah, people have yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. That's why I think that it's a little bit weird that this test match is here to begin with. I don't think it was a very necessary series. We've played West Indies. We played the West Indies already last year, or the year before, or something like that. Last summer, would be the right way of saying it. So last summer we played them. I don't see how it's necessary that we should be playing them again. And I think we should have had a younger team into this match and rest some senior players, because it is really an unnecessary series in the end of the day. Did you catch the Djokovic match? Yeah, I saw the results. That is a massive result. That Novak's gone. So, yeah, he's eliminated. Yeah. So, I just think that this test series not that important. And yeah, I'm going to... I keep saying this, but I'm going to get up Cameron Green's stats right now. I've had enough of him. Cameron Green. Australia vs West Indies. Let's get up the scorecard for the last two matches. Australia vs West Indies. Where is it? Get up the series. No, come on, get it up. As there is a drinks break. Right. So the first game on the scorecard, Australia first innings, Cameron Green went out for 14 runs of 27 deliveries, 3 fours, and a strike rate of 51. In the second innings, he didn't participate. So that first game, 14 runs is pretty shit. It's really bad. Against a team who shouldn't be winning games of Test cricket against Australia, the powerhouse, the world Test champions, and a team that is almost non-existent should not be beating us so comfortably, like beating us at all and putting us in a position like this. And Cameron Green today went out for 8 runs, 14 balls, and a strike rate of 57. Now, compare that to Cameron Bancroft. Cam Bancroft, I'll get his Sheffield Shield stats up. Cameron Bancroft, Sheffield Shield stats. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Cameron Bancroft is currently on 512 runs this Sheffield Shield for Western Australia. He averages 56 per game, and he's played 9 innings. Isn't that enough to put him in the squad? Isn't that enough? G'day, Graz. I know it, fellow tennis. I do follow tennis. But hi, Graz. But isn't that enough to put Cameron Bancroft into the team? I'm being genuinely serious. Isn't that enough to put him in the team? As the drinks break is about to end, I've been rambling on. I haven't really been watching the match. I'm almost enjoying with this series because this series is not relevant at all by any means. So just want to talk about stuff going into our next test match against New Zealand and some changes that need to be made before that test match. I think you were saying make a good standalone video. Unfortunately, I can't because someone else has already done it. So, I won't be doing that. I already said that someone else did it. it beat me well before I even thought of that idea. So to respect the person, I don't remember the username, but I did watch the video and it gave me inspiration for some of these points. So there's no way in hell I would dog him at all. And kudos to him. He made a really good video. So yeah, I won't be sealing it at all. That's just not. I don't feel comfortable copying other people's content, if you know what I mean. I like doing my own thing. So I've hardly started the script for the Big Bash. I was going to, but then I have done a intro video for the Golf Giants for whenever I stream them. So it's actually a nice intro video, like a 1 minute beforehand. Like, you know, when 1 minute before a match starts, they show like a bunch of footage and whatnot. That's what I'm doing. For the Golf Giants, and that took more of my time and then a script. So I'll be starting a script at some point, and that Big Bash video will be coming out very shortly. Well, hopefully in the next week. That's all I got to say. Yeah. So yeah, and I've got to start another. Got a couple videos in plan, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, I can't rip off someone and make a video that either could be way better, but also it wouldn't feel like I deserved it as much as something that is unique to me. So that's just the way I see it. I like to make original content. I don't like to copy people. If a lot of people would know that. Who've stuck around me for a while, like have been involved with the content that I do. A lot of people would know that. But yeah, it's just not in me to copy people, and it never has, and it never will. So yeah, last ball, and that's left. So that's the end of the 18th over. We are 5 for 93. It's been a really terrible match. Also, to everyone who celebrates Australia Day, happy Australia Day. Hopefully you had a good day if you celebrate it. I'm on the fence. I don't really care. But yeah, happy Australia Day to any of those people who celebrate it, and the people who don't celebrate it and feel upset about it. It's a completely understandable point. You have a right to feel that way, obviously, but yeah, I understand your points. Yeah, but yeah, that's just I've named it the Australia Day test because this is pretty much what it is. Cricket Australia refused to acknowledge it, which I don't know. It seems a little bit weird that Cricket Australia aren't acknowledging it as Australia Day when it is, but also I can see why they do that. So I don't know. I think it's a good title, Australia Day test. So I'll be leaving that up there. So yeah, that's all I got to say on that. Dinesh, good day. Yeah, you do but you've still made a lot of good points. Yeah, I know, but I just cannot get myself to copy someone. That's a reverse sweep for Alex Carey. My feelings on Australia Day over Australians made me a citizen. Let me have a job here. Yeah, well, it's almost got to the point where I'd almost rather than to change the day just so people can stop complaining about it. It's kind of annoying me. The same old debate every year just irritates me, if you know what I mean. I'm just sick of it. Just enjoy it for what. Just enjoy it like the way I see it is, if you do celebrate it, just enjoy it for what it is, and in the end of the day, although it's a sad day for how Australia was formed, if you love your country, you should celebrate it. But I don't think I haven't really done much for Australia. I don't really celebrate it. Not because of anything about what's going on. I just usually on holiday, but not this time. So I don't know. I just do my own thing, really. Yeah, exactly, Belinda. But yeah, it's really up to the individual if they celebrate the day or not. Uh, and there is another test match going on as well. It's India, England. Now, it's almost like I'd get more views off India versus England. And I'm tempted to eventually stream some of that, like the next match. Because baseball has been a complete failure in India. And the same guy who made that Warner video, no, replacing Warner with Bancroft and all that type of video. The person who did that made the baseball video, and I'm like, oh, damn it, I was going to make one of them. You know? I was going to make a why baseball fails in the subcontinent video against good teams. Can you keep a score update for me as I've got a dinner service at work and my boss will crack it? Sorry, I have the PC. It's 5 for 105. Your boss can piss off. He just seems like a prick, honestly. He's a bit of a dickhead. But yeah, I'm gonna... I don't know. I haven't been live for 16 minutes. Just because someone else does a video doesn't mean... Yeah, I know, but I've got other videos in the works right now, so I can't really just abandon my Big Bash review video. And abandon... Well, I'm taking notes for this as well, so I can't just abandon this video for the Australia vs West Indies series review. And I can't just abandon my other unknown video that the public do not know. Arch Footy says we are doing so shit. Yeah, we are. It's really pathetic, if I'm being quite honest. But yeah, I've got another mystery video in the works. I haven't started it, but I've got a thumbnail and the concept's done. It's going to be like a July release. A July release. And if you know what cricket's going on in July, if you know the cricket that's going on in July, then you should know what it is if it's in July, and just take a guess, really. I'm not going to reveal it, but yeah, if you know what's going on with the cricket leagues and a certain league that's going on in July, you should know what the video is. Skawaja goes in. No run. Another block. 5 for 105. 20.3. Really, really terrible innings. I don't know. I'm really disappointed by the efforts of the Australians here. It's not been acceptable by any means, and it's just shit, as that is no run. Yeah, let me know in the chat, what do you think of this series? Do you think it is a good test series or an unnecessary one? To the 6 people in chat, if you haven't already, please like the stream and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me, as it is a motivation for me to keep continuing making this content for you guys, the viewers, as I care a lot about my views and like the viewers, not my views, but the viewers, and chat engagement is really important to me as well, and just making sure that the stream goes smoothly and everyone has a nice time, and if inappropriate things are said or done, they will be taken care of. But yeah, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And as we try and get 500 subscribers. I put the goal at the end of the test summer and all that, at the end of the Australian summer, that we would get 500 subscribers is my goal. I don't know if we can make that goal happen. I won't be streaming the ODI, by the way, guys, between the West Indies at the MCG, because I'll actually be in attendance. So it's also on a bit of a weird time, a Friday at 2 p.m. A lot of people are busy at work or at school. So yeah, I'll be at the game, bro, because I don't have school that day. I don't have school on Fridays. But yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that I won't be streaming that ODI at all. Because I'll be in attendance, and I'm not going to do an IRL stream because the data at the G is just terrible, the service and all that. So there's no point in doing IRL streams at venues because the reception there is usually bad, and then there's an option for free Wi-Fi, and that's even worse. So there's not really a point in doing that. So yeah, 21 overs. I'm going to change that, and that's a block from Carey. Obviously, the Brisbane Heat are victorious. I streamed that, of course, with Scoops. That was really good, actually, getting him in. He knows what he's talking about, Scoops. He knows what he's talking about, as that's a no ball. Yeah, that's clearly a no ball. But Scoops knows what he's talking about. It was a really good stream. No sirens tonight because he's streaming himself. He's doing basketball. So yeah, there'll be no possible way of him getting in tonight, considering I'm not doing it that long. As there's 2 runs there from Carey. We go on 5 for 108 now. We're trying to bounce back, but Jesus. The effort yesterday was just... No. This whole test series is... not test series. This whole test match has been awful. We haven't shown up since the first session of day 1. 4 more. Seriously, I don't think I've ever been this disappointed with the Australian Test team in quite some time. I don't think we've been playing good cricket. And to be quite frank, we don't deserve to win this match. Happy Australia Day, Jimbo. Thank you. Happy Australia Day to you as well, Brandon. Hope you had a good day. Carey. And that's blocked. But yeah, happy Australia Day to if you celebrate it, happy Australia Day. Hope you have a good day. And 5 for 113 now. I don't know. I'm quite disappointed by the Wellington Firebirds. Obviously, it was a really terrible end. Thanks. I did have a good day. Do you follow the tenant? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I saw Novak going out. Saw that. It's half the reason why I delayed the stream. That could have been out. I'm just not very happy in the terms of this effort. It's been a disappointing effort here by Australia, and yeah. Happy Australia Day, everyone. And if you don't like Australia, happy. Exactly right. That is well said. Actually, I think I'm going to pin that. I'm pinning that message because everyone, to the people who don't like it, you don't have to ruin the day for everyone else who does support Australia Day. So, yeah. Really well said, Tommy. Really well said. $114 now. We'll be live for about 46-ish minutes. All right, the test is on the TV now. Good. Get it here. We trail by 197 runs as well, by the way, guys. The over is probably 22 now. Can you please show the fucking Kawajas on 25? But yeah, if this series has been a learning curve, and it just means that Cameron Green should not be ever playing a game for Australia until he can actually play proper cricket in this country. If he can play well in the subcontinent, then play him then. Don't play him now. He's not a good cricketer. He's a bowling all-rounder, and I just don't think he's a very good batter. And what's the point in him? What's the point in him bowling anyway? When Mitch Marsh is there, playing his exact same role. Hang on, guys. Give me a second. Just sneezed. Didn't want the chat to hear that. A really loud sneeze there as well. That was really not good. Cut shot. Is that going to go for 4? Yes, it is. Usman Khawaja picks up a 4. Hello, Snooker. Good to see you the other day, mate. You had a pretty good chat with Scoops. Productive chat. Yeah, good to see you here. What has everyone been up to today? Just been at home. Watched some Wellington Firebirds. Watched that loss. Obviously, I put that poll up to everyone, and the answer was no, which surprised me. The answer was no. They didn't want that stream. So fix it. That's much better. I'll just fix that to innings 2 quickly for when they play, they bat. So yeah, I haven't done an awful lot today. What the fuck is going on here? Actually, this will intrigue me. I've been waiting for a stream like that, and I even had the scoreboard ready for the Wellington Firebirds, but unfortunately, the public decided no. Which, look, fair enough. But I thought people would want to watch me react to some cricket. But you move on. It's okay. Hello, bets you slept in. No, I didn't sleep in. The public said no, so it's not my decision. It's the people's. I'm the people's person. You know. So in the end of the day, not my decision really. Well, it kind of is my decision, but I gave it up to the public. I wanted to see what they'd have to say, and they said no. Plain and simple. That's in the air. Carey goes for 6. That's a big shot. You don't get that much in Test cricket. Yeah, so funny. Lemon in chat. Good to see you guys. I think there's an Australia Day party across the street. The Bangladesh Premier League. If you guys saw my Instagram post, which is about the teams I support, I'm going to get them up right now. See this thing here? Take out the Jamaican not Jalawars. Take out the Jamaican Talawars because they have filed for bankruptcy and are no longer a team in the CPL. So I'm going to have to figure out a new team. The Jamaican Talawars no longer exist. Carey picks up a 50. But yeah, the Talawars no longer exist. Yeah, I am going to the ODI, as I said earlier. $7.50 for the Aussie himself, Alex Carey. 57 minutes in the crease. What's your Insta if you want to subscribe? You mean follow? It's ICC Jimbo. If you want to follow me on Instagram, guys, that's where you go. That's where you guys go to follow me on Instagram. So I'll have to get that up on. I'll have to put a link there on my channel so it can be accessible and 5 for 129 to win the over. Put a link in, please. I can't right now. It's an end of stream thing to do. An end of stream thing to do, because then I'll figure out how to put it on my channel, on my my actual banner and all that, and my info, because there is no point in me putting it in the stream. So yeah, you'll have to wait. I'll be live for half an hour longer. It's a quick stream. It's a short stream. It's a good hour. It's more of a. I feel like this stream's a bit more of a chat, a bit more about my opinions on the Australian XI than the actual match. As Kerry gets some more runs there, picks up 2, so now we are 5 for 131. But yeah, I feel like it's more about my general opinions on the Aussie XI. I think that we've been pretty terrible today. And we need that shake-up. We really need to feel like, get the overall feel of it. Was we haven't been playing good cricket, and we need to improve. As this goes for 4 for Alex Carey, he's playing a baseball type brand. He has no choice. But I just think that serious improvement is needed if we are to beat a team like India in India, or even beat a team like India in Australia. We need to make some changes if we're struggling like this to the West Indies. Tell you what. And the start to that is Cameron Green. Cameron Green is a disgrace. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I think he's a terrible player. I don't have any faith in him. And I haven't for a long, long time. Probably since the Ashes. Since the Ashes, that's when I'm like, nah, this guy's not as good as people say he is. And he is Mitchell Marsh is such a better option. That's what I always felt. After that test, that Marsh hit a century. I'm like, Marsh can not only bowl better, but he can bat better. And that's what's needed. And Cameron Green doesn't have that. And ever since then, he's been on the sidelines while Warner's there. And then the second Warner goes, they're like, all right, let's get rid of Steve Smith and put him. No, let's put him out at number 4 when he's been in number 4 his whole career, and let's put in Cameron Green. So they'll do anything to get the selectors will do anything to get their future prospect into the team. But he's once again shown that he is not a good batter and has no place in this Test squad. Who should replace Cameron Green? Cameron Bancroft. Cameron Bancroft should replace him. Plain and simple. You guys already know that I've always been Cameron Green. No, Cameron Green should be dropped. And I've always been saying this, that Cameron Bancroft should be opening for Australia after Warner. I've said this so many times now. I feel like a broken record. But I have said that. And I think that Cameron Bancroft is better. Look at his Sheffield Shield stats. Look at his stats on the Sheffield Shield. I already read them out earlier. He's the top run scorer right now, and he's done it in 9 innings. He averages 50 runs a game. I think that's enough to get him into the Australian squad, because this just proves that either Cricket Australia is still really mad with him over Sandpaper Gate and have allowed Steve Smith and David Warner to have a second chance. I think everyone deserves a second chance when it comes to this. He was a younger player. He made a mistake. Warner and Smith were in charge of him at the time. And it was mostly Warner. I know that for a fact. It's mostly Warner. Steve Smith said that he didn't really know an awful lot about it. But hang on. That's better. All right. So, back to what I was saying. Like Steve Smith, he was obviously aware of it. I cannot read that cricket crazy. Could you please say that in like English translation? Or... Anyway, hang on. Get back to stop. I keep forgetting what I'm about to say. So yes, Cameron Bancroft deserves a second chance, I believe. It was mostly Warner who was responsible for this. I think it's over 25. Correct me if I'm wrong, because Channel 7 don't say. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but yeah, it was mostly David Warner's doing. Steve Smith knew about it, but he didn't do anything about it at the time, which is poor leadership, hence why he lost his captaincy. Warner lost his captaincy, or vice captaincy, because he shoehorned it. Anyway, after a year, and Cameron Bancroft had 9 months off. After a year, they've decided, let's put in Smith and Warner again, and Cameron Bancroft has been left out to dry. And his recent form in the test type of format has been sensational in the Sheffield Shield. And he, I think, has, like, he is the best option going forward after Warner's decision to retire. He was the best option going forward. Unfortunately, the Australian selectors are either salty or they think that Cameron Green will be better in number 4 than Steve Smith, which is outrageous because Cameron Green's not even a good batter and doesn't even deserve to be anywhere near this current side. And what this does is this just proves that Sheffield Shield is no longer as important as it should be. I know it's a boring watch, of course. I've been to a game. I hated it. No crowd, no atmosphere. It was a pretty bad game. But it just proves that Sheffield Shield is no longer important. When players are in good form, they should be able to play for the... if they're in good enough form, they should have every right to be selected for Australia, if you're an Australian player, of course. But the fact is, they don't want to go and get people who... I am. That's what the translation said. That was silly. But they don't want to... Yes. I don't think the bowlers had anything to do with the scandal, if I'm being honest. I really don't. I really don't believe that they had anything to do with it. I stand by what you said. Yeah, look, it is an option. I think there is a serious chance that I'll be doing it, but I already said I've got some other things planned right now that I think that need to be put in first. So I've got that Big Bash review. I'm going to do this review for this series, and that video for June that I may do later on. I've got to start a script for that, but that as well. And I think this could be a very... Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Cricket Crazy Shawan probably should address what he said, but that's fine. Yeah, I think there is a good chance that I can make a video. Obviously, I've got a lot of knowledge on the subject. Let's be real, you secretly supporting... Let's get it. Mate, I don't support England. What the fuck? You think I'm a fake Aussie fan? Are you dumb? I fucking hate England. Say what you want, mate. I know that I'm not, so I know I'm not an England fan. I don't really like England. I think they're full of... Their fans are pigs. They're soulless pigs. They also have no knowledge. You saw their behaviour towards the Australians at Lords. You saw that behaviour, and it was disgraceful. And if you're an English person yourself, then you should be disgusted by the way that they acted at Lords. It was disgusting and humiliating. And people with no cricket knowledge. Look at Piers Morgan making an absolute mockery of your country. Yeah. Explain it. Exactly right. Meg Gunn has a great point. What makes him a fake Aussie? Exactly. I'm not a fake Aussie fan. Like, if you think that because I'm saying Cameron Green should be dropped, like, get a brain. Seriously. What I want is the best for this country with our cricket side. I want the best team possible. And Cameron Green is currently not there. And Cameron Bancroft is. If you don't agree with that, that's good on you. But look at if your opinion is keep the squad like it is, look at the current score. 5 for 147. Okay, I think it speaks for itself. It really does speak for itself. So I'm sorry, but yeah, if you bit harsh on the English there, I'm sorry, but I have no choice. You're one of the few Poms that I respect. Let's just bring it there. You're one of the few English people who I absolutely have my full respect. If I didn't respect you, you wouldn't have a mod, plain and simple. So, yeah. It's a good day at the Gabba. Good weather. The Gabba's a good venue. Been there twice for AFL and cricket. I enjoyed it more for cricket, although the Stars got humiliated. It was still really good. It's a good atmosphere, and this city is probably buzzing with cricket right now, especially after the Brisbane Heat's BBL 13 victory. Kudos to them. That video will be starting. I'll be starting that video. Hopefully, write the script today, finish it tomorrow, get some recording done, and video should be out soonish. I'm aiming for next week at some stage, probably next Friday or something. Not Friday. That's not good. I've got to figure out a day that I want to. Yeah, because I do better when I've got like a time frame. But I also like to enjoy it, so I don't like to rush. If you know what I mean. I don't like to rush with things, so yeah. I'll be live for about 17 more minutes, guys. 17 more minutes because I think I don't know. It's a short stream. I just want to talk about. It's really not become about this match, per se. It's more about knowledge of cricket. And I definitely feel like Let's Get It should have some knowledge if he thinks that this is the reason I don't support Australia, which is bullshit. Like, the fact that you're saying that is just ludicrous. I love this country so much. I think this is the greatest country on earth. And I don't want to move anywhere else. I want to live here. I want to live in Australia for the rest of my life. Born an Aussie, raised an Aussie, and I'll die an Aussie. But I would like to go to England for an Ashes series. That would be a lot of fun, being one of the few Aussies there, as they've got the balcony. That is an elite setup, though. And the balcony there, they can watch it from up there, the game. You support England. I saw you wear I did not wear an English shirt, you idiot. I didn't wear an English shirt, mate. If that's your reason, then that is just fucking dumb, mate. You're dumb. Sorry to say, but I would never wear an English shirt in my life. So get me the footage of that, buddy. Get me the footage, champ. Get footage or an image to prove that. Oh, wait. There is no proof because I don't do that. I've never worn it in my entire life. People these days. Plus, you're Plus, you like Scoop. You're like Scoop supporting England in cricket. You said, I agree with these selectors are woeful. I didn't say they're woeful, mate. I just said that they're not that good at the moment with some silly selections. That does not mean I support a different country, mate. And just because I'm nothing like Scoops, mate. I think that's a silly reason to support a different country because of selectors. I just think the selectors haven't been that good by not picking Bancroft and picking Green. Plain and simple, mate. Far out. Idiot. They're not good selectors. They're not good. George Bailey is not a good selector, though. I'm being serious. He needs to go. He really needs to go. When and where? Where and when? Yeah, exactly right. When and when. Oh, when and where. Whatever. You know what I mean. I've never worn an English shirt in my entire life. You're just full of shit. 5 for 150. Yeah. Look at the score. I think there's a wicket again. Fuck's sake. And it's Carey. Yep. Carey's gone. So then I assume Stark's going to be in now. Yep, correct. Mitchell Stark's in now, so we're into the bowlers. They're into the tail end. Jesus Christ, it's been a really depressing performance from this country, though. I'm disappointed by the Aussies. I'm disappointed. Really hope we can bounce back in the next innings if we don't get anywhere. We're not going to... The West Indies will have a nice lead, I think, by the end of this innings. We've got to bowl them out to a low score and then chase that down. So, regroup, refresh, and this is a good wake-up call. But, yeah, yet again, the selectors should be a little bit disappointed by their decision. It's kind of funny, though, I can say, I told you so, George Bailey, I told you so. You know, but yeah. Yeah. I told him, oh, no, not told him personally, I don't know him personally. But yeah, I said from the start, get Bancroft in, and they didn't do it, and look what's going on. I don't know if the situation would have changed, but, I mean, I guess when you're averaging 50, then it should be changing, plain and simple. So Stark's in. We've got 11 minutes to go. Where and when? I'm reading out comments that I fucking... I'm reading out comments from like 10 minutes ago. That's embarrassing. Yeah, disappointing though that Carey's one of the few players who did well this innings. Took the game on like he should. I think Khawaja should take the game on a little bit more. Because Stark can't take the game on all the time. He's not a great hitter, of course, because that's not his role. Jeez, that's a big one. It's a bouncer. Jesus. You don't want that to hit. You don't want that to get Khawaja in the head again. That was... Yeah, you got to feel sorry for the bowler, though. It's not their fault. They don't try and actively hurt someone like that, so... it's good to see Khawaja's back on the field, though, after that test. Good to see that he's playing. So, I guess also Matt Renshaw would have been happy as well because it means that he wouldn't be called up and he could go win a grand final with the Heat. Because imagine being someone like Matt. Oh, they've dropped the catch. He's dropped a catch. Yep. See, comments like that is disgraceful, and yeah, you're timed out, mate. I'm sorry to say, but if you're... Yeah, Butterfinger's exactly right. But yeah, mate, what's your name again? Let's get it, mate. If you're promoting racism, which you have just done, you've just promoted racism. You've pretty much said that... you've pretty much said that what he got, which was like hurled abuse, it was awful. If you're saying that's acceptable, then you have no right to be on this channel. You don't hate people for race. Anyway, sorry about that. You know what? Yeah, Butterfinger, so absolutely. That it wasn't Kawaja, which would have been bigger. HQ streams was to say he isn't. Oh, it's a silly reason to do it. Well, everyone knows he's not, so it's just people trolling, seriously. You don't need to make a whole stream about that. But I may get on it after this in about 8 minutes. Is that a no ball? No, it's on the line. That should be free to go. Kawaja, no run. No run! He reckons it's affected mental health and... Jesus Christ, is that true? Fuck. I don't know if he should say that on a public forum, though. That's the issue. It's terrible, but I don't know if you should say it on a public forum because there's so... Like, I've seen his chat moderation and whatnot, and there are a lot of trolls on there. So I think the trolls will just use that as bait. I really hope they don't. But there is a strong chance that people will just use that as bait and just have a go at him for it, which is disgusting. But yeah, I hope he's okay. I really do. I'm friends with him. So yeah, I hope he's alright. Because he's a good mate. Good mate of mine. And yeah. But yeah, I really hope people don't troll him for that. Because if they do, that's just disgusting. It is disgusting if people do that. If they think it's funny. When it's not funny at all. I don't know. If it's a StreamYard, I may hop on and say hello. If he's going to let people in. 6 minutes and then I'll end. Yeah, it's been a good stream though. Been a good stream. Jeez, yeah, Tommy, thanks for that information. I'm going to have to chuck him a message. I'll send him a message and just ask if he's okay. And yeah, I hope Footy Star's okay as well, so they're both alright. So they can be friends, like who cares? Oh, it's got him in the helmet. Oh no. It's Stark. No, we don't like to see this. He looks alright, that's good. Oh, yeah, geez, that's a nasty knock. I hope Stark's alright. Joseph got him. I think... Wasn't Joseph the one who got him earlier? Got Kawaja? I'm not sure. But Stark's smiling, so he's okay. That's good. He won't retire hurt. True soldier, that. But, geez, that... That looked big. It went like boom, like that. Yeah, I've enjoyed this stream though. I like the short streams, like the short and sharp streams, where it's not just short and sharp because that's the good thing. Like that's not true at all. The reason it's shorter is because not as many people care, and and if you say it's shorter when it comes to these streams, like test streams, you're more likely to get more chat engagement. I've noticed, so I can talk to a lot more people, and especially that Cameron Green topic has been a big topic in the last hour. Really, I've been talking about it. So yeah, I think I'm averaging right now about 20 in chat, 16 right now. So it's good. It's really good. And yeah, will I stream tomorrow? That's a good question from myself. I don't know if I will. If I am, it would be a late session one, again, like this, similar to this. And the reason for that is because I like the day nights and streaming at night for a test match. It worked really well for the Ashes and it was really enjoyable doing that. So, and it's not like in the day when you've got stuff on and you want to do things. So, yeah, definitely. Anyway. Aussies try by 160. Last over of the stream, I think. Okay, that was not an amazing shot, but it's okay because it will go for 4. I'm a little bit behind there. "40 runs. Oh, he's on 30. What? Oh, now he could be on 40. No, he won't. Damn it. What the fuck is wrong with this scoreboard? From Channel 7. I'm confused. Yeah, the scoreboard there hasn't really updated very well. Yeah, that's not very good. A better crowd at the Gabba than yesterday because it's not a school day. Like, why would they start school like on a Monday, like the week of Australia Day on a public holiday? It just seems stupid to me personally. It's pretty dumb, not gonna lie. From the Queensland government, you don't really like what's the point in starting school on the week where there's a public holiday, which means you're literally going to school 4 days away, like 4 days this week. Pretty meaningless. Because like, oh sure, you can see your friends and that's really it, but with me, I'm only going to school 2 days next week when I start up because on a Wednesday I don't go because of TAFE, and Friday I don't have to because Friday is another TAFE day, but you only have to do one TAFE course, so, and I've chosen to do a Wednesday, which means I only do what? I only do about yeah, I'll only have 2 days next week because I start on Tuesday. Like, pretty dumb if you ask me. It's pretty stupid that they'd start school there anyway. I think everyone should have February off as well. I believe that February is the hottest month of the year in Australia, and you're making us sit down in a classroom when we could be outside at the beach and whatnot, doing fun things. People are like, oh, weekend. So the education department say, I think it's silly. I don't agree on it. And I really hope that there won't be any school for this test match, of course. But like yesterday for the Queenslanders, you haven't had a test in Queensland since 2022. And what do? They decide to they decide to play a test match on a school day. What is the point in doing that? Adelaide are on holidays. Probably should have moved Adelaide to this time, and Adelaide should have day night, and Brisbane like the week before. Hello, Crick Nerd. Last ball of the stream. You've made it at the wrong time, my friend. Last ball of the stream because we've gone over the hour mark, and that's how we're going to end with a Mitchell Stark run, and he'll get 2. No, he's going to... Oh, no run. He'll end with 2. And the Aussies will end this over on 161. Thank you guys for watching this stream. It's been a good hour. Good talk. Good chat. Thank you guys. Now you all know my opinions on Cameron Green and whatnot, like properly. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Cheers. Thank you guys, and I'll see you around.